people, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at what blessings are coming into your life next, what really good things are changing for you very soon. So I'm really excited to bring this reading to you today. It was probably the most interesting reading I've recorded just because of all the extras that were going on for me. And if you pick group one, well, if you pick any other groups, you'll find out because I talk about it in the intro. But if you pick group one or group two, you will find out firsthand what I'm talking about there. So I don't have any warnings for this reading. Again, it is all good things that are coming. And if you feel drawn to more than one sticker, definitely go ahead and listen to whatever you feel drawn to. If you feel drawn to all four, listen to it. Especially though, I'll say if you are drawn to three and you feel like three, but you also feel like other things, definitely listen to the multiple readings, because group three seems just kind of like a one that definitely has some additional messages that are in the other sections. This is a general energy reading, so make sure you only take what resonates. If you want to book a personal, you can do that at my website, witchybabeshop.com. And I also have my Patreon, which has a lot of cool content. I have all signs readings each month. I have a lot of pick a card readings that are just for them. So if you're wanting more content from me, you want to help support the channel, then go ahead and head on over to my Patreon for that. Speaking of Patreon, I'm going to go ahead and do my shout outs for my amazing, wonderful Hotties, Tears, and Up. So Hotties, Tears, and Up get a shout out on the channel, along with they are soon going to be experiencing my first taste of my course that I'm creating. So they're going to be getting free access to the course that's with their tier, and they will get the access whenever the course is actually launched, but they're going to be the demo crew, okay? So I'm going to be launching a teaching tier or teaching access for the Hotties, Tears, and Up. That is Megan and Michelle I have on the BFF tier, and I have Adam, Amber, Andrea, Charisse, Connor, Crystal, Janessa, Jessica, Caitlin, Lola, Sophia, Stephanie, Susanna, Taylor, Tina, and Tracy. So all of these wonderful people are going to have access to learning how to read tarot based on how I read tarot. And it's going to be really exciting, cool. And I've already started working on one of the videos. So I'm really excited to bring that to y'all. And I hope to see some of you new folks joining me over on Patreon for that as well. So I think that's it for my announcements. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave, and I will see you over at your pile. Hello, group one. So we're finding out what are the blessings that are coming into your life next. So you all chose one of my favorite stickers. I love this one. So let's go ahead and find out. I don't really have any meaning attached to the stickers, but I say that every time, and then I give a little something, don't I? So I guess what you could say with this one is what I'm really drawn into is her eyes and her, like, she's so excited, and the star being there makes me think of the star card. So definitely some star-like energy here, getting something that you really, really wanted, something you've really hoped for, you've really wished for. Just adjusting the camera really quickly, sorry y'all. And being so excited, so grateful, so just like blown away that it's happening, and just really excited. So that's what I feel like, but let's go ahead and let's get some better details than that, okay? So we're gonna start off with tarot. What blessings are coming into your life? What is changing next for the positive? Group one. Group star eyes. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles coming out reverse as your main energy. This is showing me that there is a release, okay, I'm hearing a couple different things, so a little slower please guys. They're like it's really fast. Some of the translations just like hit my brain and it's like it's too much, but okay, so one thing at a time. First thing I'm seeing with the Four of Pentacles is that overall, you all have been in a very Four Pentacle energy, having to really conserve resources, conserve your energy, conserve your time, concern your financially being in a restrictive space. That energy is leaving. There's going to be a release of that. There isn't going to be a need to kind of hold things down so tightly. And I feel like it's beyond just finance. I just feel like you felt like you've had to keep things held down. You've had to been holding it down for other people. And I feel like there is a release of that energy. There's freedom with this. And it's just a really good, like a big sense of relief. A big sense of relief is coming. I feel like this is something that, because we have the star energy there, it's almost like you did not necessarily see it coming. Star is ruled by Uranus, and that's a very sudden kind of surprising energy. And while you definitely, I feel, have done enough work to not be super surprised that this is happening for you, it also is something that just is like, wow, like I didn't know like how freeing this was going to feel once it did. I didn't know how much weight this was, how much this was holding me down, holding me back. So this could be so many different things. This could be a change in your ideas about yourself. Like I said, it could be finances, definitely strong finances here for some. Others, I almost feel like you're helping other people and you feel really tied down by that. And this could actually be, I'm hearing, these people that you're helping are going to be finding like their own inspiration. Like they're going to be leaving the nest per se. You're not going to be having to help them in the way that you are, and you're no longer feeling tied down. But it's also like you're like, man, I felt like I needed to help them, but then I started to fear, like, am I going to be trapped in this situation? And now they're able to do for themselves what you were doing for them, so you no longer feel trapped. So that might be super specific just to one person that's listening, but it needed to be said. Otherwise, I do feel like a lot of you are getting a sense of freedom from whatever this is that's coming in. And there's a lot of people here that's mindsets are shifting. Your mindsets have been holding you back, especially about finances. And there is this release of like this toxic garbage, this like these things that you used to constantly tell yourself and beliefs that you used to have about yourselves are all falling away, which is releasing you. It's freeing you. It's freeing your potential and your growth. You've had your like financial potential and your like public recognition, I'm also hearing, or job recognition capped based on some old crap beliefs, and that is being freed. What else is shifting? Group 1. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands coming out as well. So with you all, I just feel like everything has been such a huge fight. Everything has been such a huge battle. I'm so sorry, Group 1. You've had to fight for like everything that you've had. And you've had to fight to hold on to a lot of things. Like nothing has been easy for you in this process of awakening, in this process of trying to become, you know, a more authentic version of you. You definitely didn't have like some yoga and buying some crystals type of spiritual awakening that sometimes people that are outside of this energy think that it is for us. You were in the darkness. You had to fight a lot of stuff. You had to fight yourself mostly, I'm seeing. But there definitely was situations and people and dynamics you had to cut out of your life in order to get yourself into this position. And I feel like because you fought for so long, there is this huge sense of relief with being able to release it. And that's like the biggest blessing of all. It's not even if it's monetary. It's not even if, you know, if you're getting something that you really wanted in a physical way. It's more about like, I don't have to stress and fight for every little thing anymore. Like I can let go of that. I can walk away from that. And if you put yourself in this own mentality, if you put yourself in a jail where you have to fight to get everything to survive, and it's always a grind, and everything's going to be hard, and every relationship's going to be hard, and all these other things that people tell themselves, releasing that is like, you know, it's just as important. It's just as freeing. And so you're no longer feeling that burden. So this is a huge blessing that is coming into your life. And I think a lot of this for you guys with the 3 of Swords coming out, man, I'm just getting told the story of like how difficult things have been. So, you know, if you're attracted to this group and you don't resonate with that, you haven't been going through it, and I mean like through it, then you might want to check out another pile, because this group, you guys have been going through it. And basically whatever your situation is, and there could be so many here, it is ending. Like that pain is ending. With the 3 of Swords coming out, it shows me that you all, a lot of you got your heart broken in this process, and that is something where you're going to be able to release that pain as well. You're going to be able to heal from it. Like you've had so much heartbreak and fight to try to get to this point that you're about to get to, this blessing that you're about to get. So I'm going to switch over and use Astro deck really quickly. We have, oh my God. Okay, so you all know, if you've been following me, I always talk about the sun, and anytime I see the sun in any of the imagery in a card or a sticker or anything, I see it as a little dose of good luck. And the reason why is because I've had this deck for quite some time now, and this author noted that the sun, wherever it touches with this deck, is extra dose of good luck. And that just resonated so hard with me, like so hard. It embedded into my belief system, but I took it beyond the deck and I applied it all over the place. So anytime I'm drawn into a sun, I know there's an extra dose of good luck there. So that's what I see. Like, I just feel like this is just, there's a lot of good things coming. You know, some of you, you've been, because of all of this fighting, this tension, this, you know, sense of lack, feelings of lack has really dimmed your light, really dimmed your vitality, just how you're feeling health-wise. And the sun is coming out to rejuvenate, to heal, to bring that spirit back. Also, I feel like this is just spirits directly coming through and saying, listen, like, these times that you've been struggling and fighting, we see it, we recognize it, they are coming to an end. And we need you to understand that. We need you to hold on to that knowing. Okay, let's see what else. We have, y'all, I know. We need you to hold on to that knowing. And then I pull Aquarius, I know. So they need you to hold on to that knowing. We have Aquarius here. I'm getting a really strong message, you guys. So I think a lot of you watching this, a lot of you are empaths. I'm seeing North Node, and then I'm getting a list. So North Node in astrology represents your destiny. A lot of you are destined to be teachers. You're destined to be spiritual workers. You're destined to be energy workers, to be healers. You're destined to walk a path that has not been, you're going to, wow. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm just, the energy I'm getting, and I'm about to cry. You're embarking on a path with your life where you're going to experience things that others have not before, because of the type of gifts that you have that will eventually be activated. You do not have access to all your gifts yet, guys. So I think a lot of you watching this are empaths. You're highly intuitive. You read tarot. You're astrologers. Your people, your mediums, you connect, you read energy, you know how to read the room, you know, wherever you're at on your level, like, and however your gift comes through, you have more gifts that you have not tapped into yet. And they are not gifts that I don't think the world has even seen yet, or you're going to be displaying them in a way that the world has not seen and making them more accessible and understandable. And I know this is like a lot for this reading. I wasn't expecting it, but this is like, you're walking into your destiny right now. You're walking into your destiny right now. This is what you've been preparing for your whole life. And the blessing that is coming in is this door, because that's what I'm being shown, is this door, and behind it is this white light, and this is your destiny. And getting to this was not going to be easy, but you needed to experience a lot, because you are going to be working with the collective. You are going to be teaching. You're going to be sharing your experiences. You are going to be sharing all of what you went through. And I keep on seeing astrology. I think a lot of you need to get into astrology, or you all are astrologers, because your life experience will help you teach yourself techniques that don't exist yet, because you're going to start to see patterns in what happened in your life and the charts. And they also are going to just help you be an overall better astrologer. This is why you had to go through it, because you had to experience a lot in a short period of time so you could have the rest of your life to expand. You needed to have the rest of your life to teach. I'm hearing a lot of you are going to have a very, very, very long life, and a very long life where you're going to be mentally capable to share and teach information. This is why you needed to go through it, and not just go through it like people be going through it. Everybody goes through it, but I mean go through it. I mean the darkness. I mean despair. That's all I got to say, because people that have been there, you know it's not just about bad things happening, but having a bad existence for a extended period of time is what I feel for you guys. And I'm so sorry, because I know a lot of you are kids and you didn't deserve that. Sorry, guys. I read feelings. Feelings is a strong suit, right? I'm clairsentient, so I feel it. I know, but this is what is gonna help you help so many people in whatever field that you do. You don't have, it doesn't necessarily spiritual, because I'm also seeing like therapists and people that are going to be climbing up into high ranks in whatever field you're currently in, and being able to take this and use it to help those that are beneath you. You were the seeds. You came down to be seeds. You were planted a long time ago. You went through a very strenuous, whatever, gestation. I don't know. I'm not a plant person. I don't know enough about plants, but what I'm seeing is a seed that has been put through hell and back in order to become this like flower that is finally blooming now. And this is important. This was really important for everyone. So there's so much gratitude to you guys, to group one, for what you've experienced and how you've continued to stay in the vibration that you've stayed in, and how you've continued to try to help others. Sorry, there was like a gnat, or I think it's a spider that just landed on my shoulder, which I'm gonna try not to freak out. I know in a lot of spiritual practices, spiders are actually signs of ancestors and good luck, so we're just gonna leave it at that. But back to your reading, you guys. I want you to know that it wasn't all for nothing, and you're gonna find that out soon enough. It really was not all for nothing. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'm gonna just grab a couple more cards here. I think I'm gonna use the Moonology deck. Okay, so we have new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. We also have personal full moon in Cancer. Personal issue reaches solution. Yes. Oh my goodness. I swear it's a spider. I don't know where it is, guys. Again, we're gonna work through this fear. And oh my God, last card. Prosperity lies ahead. So back to your blessings after that emotional announcement. You all have worked through a lot of fears, and that's why you're getting to this point. If you were still in a space of fear, because some of you are wondering, have I done enough? Like, am I doing enough? You've come here with that question, or wanting to find out that answer. Yes, you've worked through a lot of fear and doubt and personal issues and trauma and limiting beliefs and programming. Like, you've done so much more than you even recognize, so much more, I'm hearing, than they even thought you would be able to, that you even thought you would be able to. Like, your ancestors and your guides are so proud of you. They're so proud of you. And yes, you've done enough, and yes, you deserve this. And there is a specific issue that you're currently facing right now. Like, there's so many more blessings are coming than a specific issue, but there's a specific issue that you're facing right now. And I'm seeing the doorway kind of being the energy that is solving this situation. So that's kind of confusing for me. But basically what I think it is that the start of this energy, of this elevation, is when you see that personal issue resolved, you're going to start to see a lot of other things come in from that. And then we have prosperity lies ahead. Yep. So I'm going to go, guys. I got to like strip and shake myself up, make sure it's not a spider, because I feel a spider crawling on me, and like there's a lot of spiders here, so I wouldn't be surprised. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Sorry I started crying. Sorry for the length. This definitely was not meant to be this long of a reading, but definitely message needed to come through. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all next time. So I just realized I jumped out of that reading to go shake my clothes off and everything, and I did not do a bit of an outro. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to that reading with me crying. I appreciate you spending that type of time with me. I really do. And I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know how it resonated. Leave a like on the video. That really does help the channel, helps other people find it that may be looking for the same information that you just found. And if you really enjoyed the video and you would like more, you can book a personal reading with me at my website, witchybabeshop.com. I also have a Patreon where I have a Patreon tier that gets a reading with me once a month live. That's 30 minutes, and it's at a really discounted rate than my normal rate. So if you're looking for that, check that out. Also, my Patreon has lots of cool stuff and other tiers with other options. So check that out if you are interested. All the information is in the description box below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with my screaming and my camera shaking and my crying. I appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. Hello, group 2. So you all chose this sticker right here, and this one always reminds me of like the High Priestess. So with this, I feel like there's definitely the next blessing that's coming in is something that, one, you're very intuitively aware about, but also there's a element of, I'm hearing your vibration rising and gifts that are strengthening. So let's dive on into it and get some more details. So what is the next blessing that's coming into your life? What's changing next for the better? Okay, yes. Okay, Six of Pentacles. So I see the Six of Pentacles as being a really strong indication of information being shared to you that's going to benefit you in the long run, that may even benefit you financially. So I feel like you have a very strong connection with your intuition. This next blessing that's coming in is information that's coming in for you to do something with, for you to take that idea and take it out into the world, share it with other people. It could be insight. Maybe your spiritual workers, you're going to get a download that's going to really help you reach other people to share that message with them. I also feel like it's just, I'm hearing like planting a seed for the future, Ace of Pentacles energy. So this could be insight, a download that comes in that really helps you in the future with something that you're trying to create for your life, for your career, finances, etc. Also, you could get the intuitive, you could be the person that's blessing somebody else, I'm hearing as well. Like you could be the one that is giving the blessing. That's interesting. The reason why this is a blessing that's coming into your life, because it's an opportunity, I'm hearing, to give back in a way that you feel kind of like somebody at one point, if this is for you, helped you out in a way that was so life-changing. Like even if it wasn't something huge, whatever they did got you on the right path to be in a situation you are now. And I feel like you're going to have an opportunity where you're going to be able to help somebody and do the same for them. And that's going to be incredibly rewarding for you, for one. I also see it as that act will actually translate into your personal gifts strengthening. Because I feel like this is something you're feeling intuitively pulled and called to do, like at that moment. And by listening to a call like that, it strengthens that connection. It strengthens that gift. Okay. Others of you, I feel like you have a gift coming in. You're getting a financial gift, a tangible gift, a gift of information that helps you a lot. And this is something you're intuitively feeling like it's going to happen soon, but you're like, I don't really know. Like, is it really? Because you can't see it. You can't prove it with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is secrets. So it's hidden. You can't see it, hidden information. But you know it's coming. You feel it. And so this is just verification for your own intuition that yes, this is what is coming into your reality. This is something good that is coming. So we have Justice. Wow. Okay, so some of you have some legal matters going on. There is, court cases, lawsuits, things like that. And so this is the blessing that's coming in, is that is going in your favor. That is going to work out in your favor. The scales will be balanced. Justice is coming into the picture. Lawsuits. If you're here wondering about a lawsuit, you're going to win. And I just saw 333 go across the screen. You're going to win. Okay. But you already know that. So you'll need to check into this reading and really feel like, is this really for you? Do you already feel these things intuitively that I'm saying very deeply? Because you will. You just don't have proof. And now I'm trying to give you a little bit of proof of what you're feeling isn't just, bullshit. Like, it's real. So there's justice coming into a situation. Some also, I'm hearing you're in a situation and the truth has been hidden this whole time, and the truth is going to be coming out. That information, Six of Pentacles, is going to be shared with other people. So if you've been made to look like a bad person, the bad guy in a situation, somebody threw you under the bus at work, whatever, truth is coming out and justice will prevail. What positive changes are coming? Yes. Oh my gosh. So I feel like there's a situation in your past where you were like, damn, I should have done that instead. I feel like you feel like you should have been, I'm hearing like harder on the person or meaner. You should have stood up for yourself more. But you know what? You did the right thing because you stepped back and you let the universe work for you. You let your ancestors, your guides work for you instead of taking action, because you listen to your intuition. You listen to that calling of don't do it yourself. It will be taken care of. By listening to that calling, again, I'm hearing strengthened intuition. I feel like a lot of you, that's like the main message here, is you're listening to a calling, and this brings in just like an abundance, a wave of information that you're going to now have access to. So you're not going to have to question so much whether this is intuition or fear or projection. You're going to really feel that energy flow through you when it is solid, intuitive knowing coming in and not the excess chatter. Okay. So there is, in the past, you had this like Five of Cups. You were like really sad about something and you really regretted it, and you wish you made different decisions. And I feel like you just wish you were more forceful in the situation, but really you did the right thing. You listened to your intuition and it's taking care of itself. Like, and you really, at the end of the day, are looking like the person that, you're looking exactly as you are, the person in the right, because you step back and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna let things kind of just fall where they're gonna fall, and I'm gonna keep being me, and eventually the truth will come out. And that's exactly what's happening here. Okay, so if you're in a space right now where you're kind of like beating yourself up over this and a lot of regret and all of that in that Five of Cups energy, then just know that you're gonna see exactly why you needed to do that, and it was not a bad move. Okay, what else? Group 2. 12th house. Yes, the 12th house. So this is perfect because the High Priestess energy that I get from that sticker is very 12th housey. The 12th house are things that are hidden, things that are not seen, things that we hide from ourselves. It's solitude, it's escapism. And so with this coming out, I feel like it's also connected to spirituality and gifts, spiritual gifts. But again, these are things that are unseen and kind of secretive, right? So I feel like this is connecting you closer to your 12th house energy, closer to your gifts. And I'm actually hearing in particular, this group, go ahead, pull up your astrological chart. You can check the description box for a free website to generate that. Pull up your astrological chart, see what house your 12th house energy is in. And that house, what sign it's in, look at what that sign is associated with, and there's going to be some additional information for you to feed into this reading. Okay, so look at your 12th house. My 12th house is Taurus. So for me, if this was my reading, I might be looking at my finances, I might be looking at my values, my resources, because that's what Taurus rules. So go ahead and you can just look that up. That's just going to give you additional information. So there's a little bit of homework assignment for this group. Anyway, 12th house coming out lets us know that this is hidden until it's not, until there's a light shined on it. So you're not necessarily, you don't see it coming. You don't see your reality reflecting this coming in for you, but you feel it coming. The 12th house is the undercurrent, the feelings that we get. And so it's like you felt it coming, you trusted that feeling, you followed the intuitive pulls of what you should do. I think this was, a lot of you was pushing against the current of reality of maybe what you thought you should do in like a different mindset, like the past you would have done, or what other people would do. But you know what? You just kind of went with it, and it really is working out in your favor. You're going to be so happy that you did so. And so, like, I feel like for those of you that aren't dealing with like legal situations, you're receiving a blessing, either tangible, or you're giving a tangible blessing, or it's just your boost of intuition and more information you're getting access to. And this is something this is what you are due at this time. You've done the work in order to have access to this. This is justice. This is fair and balanced. You have put in a lot of energy into advancing yourself, advancing your gifts, advancing your connection. And this is the balance out of that. This is the reception, the gift of that. Okay. And it's not something you see coming. So for my people, that this is just energy, and this is just your spiritual gifts that we're talking about here. You could very well likely go to sleep, 12th house energy, sleeping, and wake up into new gifts. Very easily. And I know people that have went to sleep and woken up into new gifts, that have went to sleep and woken up to a full-on spiritual awakening. No warning, no nothing in their past that was going to happen. So you can literally go to sleep and wake up totally different. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. And I feel like for you guys, that could be the case, okay? Where you could do a meditation and things start to shift after that. I feel like there is like this connectedness to the 12th house energy, if that is meditation, active meditation, sleeping, practicing rituals or something of that nature, where your conscious mind shuts off and you're tapping into the unconscious. That is where this like magic, I feel, sparks. Then look at that mind. 12th house Mercury. So I am a 12th house Mercury, and I can tell you, oh shit. Sorry, you guys. So let me explain that really quick. We'll get back to your reading, because I don't feel like editing it out. I am the first reading, if you guys want to go listen to it, a spider crawled like on my shoulder from my like ear after I finished with a very emotional part about the reading and about the spiritual development group when it was going to happen. And I was like crying and everything, and a spider came out. So I had a freak out about that. And then I saw the smoke, but I didn't like really see it. And I just saw movement. So I was like, oh my God, it's a spider. Because I don't know where the spider went. So that's why I left. Anyway, maybe not as funny to you as it is to me, but it's really funny to me. We're going to get you guys a new candle, but let's get back into this. So 12th house Mercury, I'm a 12th house Mercury, natally, and that energy is basically you have connections with your mind to what is unseen and what is hidden, what is not able to be proven by being tangible. And so this, again, it just really solidifies everything I'm saying. It really just pushes through the point that you are going to be connecting your mind to a new realm that you really haven't been in, like you're about to be in it. Okay. So where did I put this? So I put this over here. I forgot. All right. Let's keep going. Also, I will say 12th house Mercury's, tarot, astrology, any esoteric stuff, great for 12th house Mercury energy. So even if you're not a natal one, but you experience this, you resonate with it, tapping into all those type of things, those practices that seem hidden and confusing, that is going to be really beneficial for you as you go through this. Beautiful blessing. So, okay, let's get some last cards here. We have disseminating moon, take time to breathe out. So another thing that goes along with this type of energy, the high priestess, the 12th house, seeing that you're going to be receiving some sort of energetic shift, is that you're going to need time to integrate that physically. So this is not going to be a time of you getting a blessing and then pushing on that blessing, like pushing to make more from it or pushing to a new direction, going after a new goal, etc. Because you're going to need time to integrate with this. It's not, I feel like, honestly, y'all, a lot of this is not tangible. A lot of this is just energy that's shifting for you. So you're going to need time to integrate that so you can bring in physical representations of this as well, physical gifts. physical information that you receive that helps you in a physical way. It's all, as above, so below. Will represent out in your physical world. But for now, a lot of you are just integrating it into the mental space. And you need time in order to do that. So, don't push yourself. If you feel tired, if you get with this kind of stuff, headaches, throat sore, having a hard time speaking correctly, feeling very drained, very tired, ringing in ears, seeing lots of synchronicities, so 111, 222, etc. All that kind of stuff. Take it easy. That's the signs to take it easy. You have spiritual integration happening at the moment. Okay, let's see. Last message. Look at that. More scales. We have Libra, which rules judiciary things. So full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is in the forecast. So, yep. Don't really think I need to explain that much more, because that's exactly everything that we've already been speaking on. So that is going to be your reading. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. That does help support the channel. I appreciate every single one of you so much. If you did enjoy this reading a lot and you want to get a personal one done, then go ahead and head over to my website, witchybabeshop.com. I also have a Patreon where I have a lot of extended content and exclusive content just for my patrons. So you can check that out as well. And all that information is below. Love you guys so much, and I will see you all next time. Hello, group 3. So I'm hoping this group, you guys, we have a little less exciting time than the last two, because the first group, I'm screaming because it feels like, well, it didn't feel like there was a spider on me, crawling on me. The second group, I screamed because the candle went out and I just saw movement and I thought it was a spider coming back. So I'm really hoping you guys have a little easier of a group. Welcome to your reading. Let's get focused and serious in on your guys' next blessing. What is changing in your life for the good? So you all chose this sticker here, which is so cute. And the first thing that comes to mind when I see this sticker is, for some reason, you have a friend in me. Like, that is the words that were ringing in my ear. So I feel like some of you could be walking into a time where you're going to bring on some really awesome new relationships, friendships, connections that are really important to you. So let's go ahead and find out more, though. Let's get tarot involved. Woo! Jumping. Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, and also what came out with it was the 7 of Wands. Okay. So I feel like for you all, what I'm seeing here is that you've definitely, you have some blessings coming in financially, or with your career or life path, with your home and family, and with your sense of self. I feel like, especially, like, particularly what we're going to talk about is sense of self. I feel like you guys are really learning to nurture and care about yourselves lately, and you're learning that you're good enough and that you don't really need to compete, because you're only competing with yourself. Like, you've had this realization of that. And I feel like you've been kind of closed off, where in the past, I'm seeing your Queen of Pentacles energy was reversed. You were like giving and giving and giving, and you were so focused in on giving to these other people that you kind of closed out energetically from other people being able to give to you, or being in connections where you weren't the one having to be like the strong one, the one that's carrying the weight, the one that's like the helper, right? I feel like you've just been in that role for so long, and it took like a realization of how that was bringing you down, like bringing your perception of yourself down, and making you feel like you really weren't like good at so many things that you were naturally good at. And some of you listening, you're still in that space right now. I'm hearing it's like you putting yourself in this position where you're helping everybody else but yourself is making you feel like you're incapable of helping yourself. Does that make sense? Like, because you spent so much energy doing all this for other people, you're just like, you don't have enough left for you. You're pouring from an empty cup. And so it's not reality. It's not that you are any less than anyone else. It's just that you're drained. And so I feel like what's happening, what's shifting in your life now is you really connecting with yourself. And there's a real, like, I'm hearing loving yourself, really loving and nurturing yourself, really being able to fill your own cup all the way up. until it's overflowing, and then helping others, and not feeling like you need to compete, or not feeling like you're not good enough or have to prove something, because you already like have fulfilled that for yourself. Like you're feeling good enough because you've taken care of the things that you need to take care of for you, and you're not feeling like you're lacking. That now these situations that you would look at before when you were in a lack space and that type of mindset, you're like, well, I'm not good enough, I can't step up to the bat for this. But now you feel like you can. The other thing I feel like is because when you're in a period of your life where you're giving, and you're not receiving, you do close yourself off from receiving. And maybe receiving is uncomfortable. Maybe you're fearful of receiving for some, and that might be because of other problems and other trauma that you've experienced earlier on in life. And that is something that you're releasing, that blockage. It's a blockage that we put on ourselves whenever we have to do everything ourselves, and we can't receive help, when we don't feel like we're good enough, And so I feel like you're maybe that friend that in me, right? A friend in me. Maybe you're the friend that you're needing. But I do feel like a lot of you are going to actually make connections with other people that are really beneficial for you and are what you've been looking for. I'm hearing a lot of you have been looking for like a really good friend, like somebody that is not just coming to you to dump on you or ask you for something or ask you, for help or, money or whatever. Like you're wanting somebody that wants to share life experiences and it not just be like this person's drama this day. You want to have that reciprocated energy, and that's what's coming in for you. And it's not going to be a competitive relationship. I'm hearing a lot of what I hate to hear, you guys. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm hearing a lot of like feminine energy talk about how they don't like to be around other feminine energy because it's too much drama, or they haven't had that like good relationships with women. And I recognize that there is a lot of different stories and situations that I have personally not experienced with bad relationships with women, and I have been very lucky with my relationships with women and friendships and everything. Like I've been very, very lucky from some of the things I've heard. But please don't do that. Don't be that person. Don't be that person, okay? Be open, because there's so many good people out there, and there's so many good people that want to connect with you. They just have to find you, and they have to feel like they actually can. And when you're shut out and you're like, nope, no new friends, no new people, blah, 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 or anybody that's going to want to be my friend is going to try to compete with me, etc., etc. It's just not true. It really isn't, because I have friends that work in the same field as I do. I have friends that have very different lives than I do, and I don't feel like I'm competing with them, and I never feel like they feel like they're competing with me, because we all have this awareness that the only competition is ourselves. And so when you align with that awareness, you literally do align people to your life that have that same feeling. That doesn't mean that people aren't perfect. That doesn't mean that I'm sitting here saying that there's no possible way that any of my friends have felt any kind of way about me. I obviously don't know. I really can say 100% my friends' victories are my victories too. I feel just as excited, if maybe not more excited, for them when they win. Because I've seen what they've went through to get there, and I love to see them happy because I love them. And there's other people, and I truly believe most of my friends, if not all of them, are like that too, that truly celebrate your happiness with you, that really, really will. And it has nothing to do with what they have, or if you have to find somebody that's on the exact same level as you socially or whatever. It has to do with what type of person they are, and how do they see life, and who do they see as their competition, the rest of the world or themselves. If you find friends that see themselves as their competition and only is trying to be better for themselves and to create an experience for themselves, you're going to find a friend that sees your wins as a sign that something good is coming for them, but also being able to not have that jealousy, because there's no limitations there. They don't see it as somebody else gets it, therefore I can't. When you're dealing with people where they're feeling like they're jealous of me because I had this or because I created this, it's because they think there's a lack there. They think because you did that, they can't, right? For some reason, in the back of their mind, this is a subconscious belief. It's very limited, so there's another one that's got it. I can't get it then, so I don't like that one. It's too limited. There's not enough. But you know that's not true. right? Whatever this is for you, whether this is a relationship, whether this is your spiritual growth, whether this is you making new friends, whatever it is, whether it's money, you know that's not true. You making friends doesn't make them have less friends. You making money doesn't make them have less money. You whatever doesn't make them have less of anything. But that's where their jealousy and their anger and the competition comes from, is the fear of the lack, that if you have it, then I can't. And that's a belief that they have to work out through themselves and think, why do I think if somebody has something, I can't? That doesn't make any sense. Let me work on that, right? So when you get to a point in your life where you're able to do that kind of work with yourself, where when you have a ping of jealousy, when you have these negative emotions towards people and you're like, why? I don't even want to have that. Then you can analyze, you see it as, this is showing me something about me, not that there's a problem with them that needs to change. It's me. Then you attract people that do the same, and you don't have to have these worries. And if you attract in somebody that isn't, then one, they're going to be showing you something that maybe you really need to look on in yourself, because the law of attraction, something that you haven't really gotten to the root of. And two, you're going to be able to see it for what it is immediately and be able to cut ties and walk away without too many hard feelings, honestly. So, and really, when you get to a certain point, people that are just wanting to hate on you are not going to try to come into your space, because it's just, your energy is going to be so intense. It's going to be like, they're going to intuitively sense that you're going to sense it, and they're just not going to. Like, there's people there's people that won't come towards me because of that. There's people that I know in that work in spiritual fields, and they have the same experiences, where it's just like they won't do it, because it's like the energy is just overwhelming, that they intuitively know, even if they're not tapped in, they intuitively know, not gonna go there, because it's not gonna work out in my favor. Because you know what's gonna happen when they come to you for this group? You're going to activate them. And then they're going to go through their awakening. They're going to go through whatever. And they're at a point where they're still not ready for that. If they do come, then they're ready. And you're really helping somebody out by that activation. But most of them won't. So don't worry about it. Okay, you can let your guard down. You can let people in. You don't have to feel like everybody's competing against you, or, that everybody's going to be drama. Yeah, look at this. Your energy is shifting. Your options are shifting. You're being freed from being alone. With the Hangman reverse, when the Hangman's upright, it's like really lonely energy. It's really restrictive energy. You don't feel like you can do anything. And you don't know why. Like, you really want to, but you don't know why. And I feel like some of you have felt very alone, and you didn't know why. But you felt safe at the same time in that space. And this is like this recognition. This is a shift of consciousness, this understanding that it's okay to let people in again, and understanding the lessons that you learned during your time where you were in solitude. Okay, let's see what else. Group 3. Tenth house, the world. Okay. So again, some of you, with the Queen of Pentacles coming out first, obviously Pentacles being there and the Queen being there, finances could be what you are looking at as a blessing that's coming in. But I do still think your main blessing is you being able to have this shift of perception and be able to allow these relationships to come in. And some of these relationships, the reason why it's so important is because they're going to help you with your path in life, with what you're wanting to do, whether that is a career, whether that's just how you want to live, what you want to be known for, how you want to be seen, or if you don't want to be seen, they are going to be assisting you in that path in some way. We have the moon, soul. I feel like these are soul mates that are coming in. These are soul connections. These are people that are destined to come in at this time of your soul's evolution to help guide you to the path that you are wanting to take for your life. For everybody, that's different. Some of you, it is career focused. Others of you, it is hobby focused. It is just life goals, how you want to live, how you want to vibe, whatever that is. Not everybody's goals are about money and career. Whatever it is for you, these people coming in are going to help guide you closer and closer to that path. And I feel like not even that, just like helping you along the way of this path. You've already gotten on the path. They're just helping you along the way. And these are soul connections. Okay, what else? Last words here. Group 3. Blessings, blessings. Okay, look at this. Full moon in Capricorn, a tough cycle, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So Capricorn is more career-oriented energy. Some of you, these people coming in are really going to help you come up with some new ideas. You've been stuck in a job or a career where it's not it. It's not what you're wanting. It's been very tough on you. And you need a shift in some way, whether that's a new job, a new position, or a new like 5-year plan to, get into of where you're wanting to go. Like I'm feeling some of you feel just like, I don't know what I want to do from here. Right? You need that like motivation or inspiration or something to get the ideas flowing. This friend coming in, these connections coming in are going to help you with some ideas on that and opportunities as well, with it being Capricorn. This cycle of feeling like you don't have like clarity and you aren't good enough and you have to fight for everything is coming to an end as well. Because remember, I feel like you guys were in that Queen of Pentacles reverse and you just were giving and you were starting to feel like you weren't good enough. And so that cycle is ending. And then we have new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So through this process, through these friendships, you're safe. Like, I'm so sorry, guys. You're so scared to open up. And I'm so sorry you've had your heart broken. I don't feel like, I'm going to be really honest, I don't feel like for a lot of you this is romantic. It definitely could be, or something that could turn into romantic. But I feel like this is like solid friendships. This is solid soul family. People that are going to help you accomplish things that you want to accomplish. People are going to help you with your security, with your family dynamics. That's coming through as well. So some of this could be family that's coming in. But I just feel like, these are the type of connections that you can trust. Your intuition will let you know that, but you just got to listen to it, okay? So that is your next blessing coming in. Group 3. I'm hearing that this is kind of like one of those groups where you might want to pick another one to get more details of like, I don't know. This is just like one thing that's happening here, and if it resonates, and take it. But some of you had your eye drawn to other piles, so go ahead and definitely listen to those as well, because this is just a segment for you. So that is going to be your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. If you would please leave a comment on the video. That does help support the channel, and it helps other people find my work that may be seeking the same information you are. So leave a comment on the video, leave a like on the video, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. And if you want more from me, you can book a personal session, either live or recorded with me at my website. That's witchybabeshop.com. You also can check out my Patreon, and on my Patreon tier, the BFF tier, I offer a live 30-minute reading once a month, and that is something that is super discounted based on my normal price on my website. So if you want to get some savings and book that with me, then head over to my Patreon, and my Patreon has a lot of other tiers and content, so it's really cool over there. I hope to see you guys there. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Hello, group 4. So you all chose this sticker right here with Miss Sailor Moon drinking from her teacup. With that, I was just like, I keep on hearing tea time. So I feel like it's information. You're getting some sort of information that you've been seeking. And that is the next blessing that's coming into your life. Let's go ahead though and find out more. We're going to start off with tarot. So wow, look at this, you guys. So you all got the 10 of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. This is getting all the things that you need and all the things that you want and all the things that make your heart sing. So you are really getting in some sort of gift, some sort of blessing that is just so rewarding. Let's go ahead. It could have to do with family, housing, security of any kind. It could have to do with relationships. Let's find out more. Okay. So we have the Queen. Oh, wow. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups reverse. So you're coming from a very different space energetically. You're coming from a time where you were incredibly emotionally just overspent emotionally, over-emotional, overwhelmed. Some of you just emotionally shut off because it was too much. And you're going from this where you just felt closed out from your intuition. everything just felt like it was a mess, I'm hearing, into a space of emotional fulfillment. And I feel like it happened super like quick almost. So you might be watching this right now in the Queen of Cups reverse. You might just have finished crying or trying to not cry, or just been going through lots of bouts of crying and lots of bouts of getting really down, emotional, depressed, however that kind of comes out for you, because everybody expresses it differently. And you are being told that you have something coming in that's going to bring you so much joy and emotional fulfillment. It really is going to shift this Queen of Cups energy very quickly. I'm hearing like this is coming in. I'm seeing 911. So like this is like an emergency infusion of good luck, goodwill, good feelings to try to pull you out of this Queen of Cups reverse energy. And I feel like it's coming in the form of information that you're needing to know to help shift whatever your perception is or whatever your understanding is of what you're going through. I think for a lot of you, this has to do with a romantic relationship, okay? Yeah, this has to do with a romantic relationship. The next cards coming out are the Devil, and then I have, oh my gosh, look who's here following. The King of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So I feel like you are emotionally distraught about a relationship you feel incredibly attached to. This is a relationship that is not healthy right now, okay? This is a relationship where you are giving more than you're receiving, and there's no freedom, there's only binding. And that's not love. That's not what we want to see in any type of love relationship, or in a love reading. We don't want to see the Devil, because the Devil doesn't represent anything but restrictions, anything but not being fulfilled. When you break free from the change, that's when you can seek out your fulfillment. But when you're in the bondage, you're not able to be fulfilled. You're not able to get what it is that you're desiring. And I feel like when you go and look at the two cards that come out, like notice the King of Wands is facing this way, the Queen of Swords is facing this way. Their backs are to each other, like they're not even looking at each other. I feel like you've been dealing with somebody that embodies one of these two energies and you embody the other. You could be an air sign dealing with a fire sign or vice versa, or could have those elements in your chart prominent. But one of you is somebody that's very emotionally balanced, and maybe I'm hearing emotionally shut off actually, which is not balanced at all. But one of you is far more air signy, far more detached and not very emotional, very logical, very methodical. And then one of you is far more passionate and adventurous and connected to, I'm hearing one of you is far more connected to spirit than the other. One of you is far more connected to the earth. And it's not that either of you are like bad people or there's anything wrong with you, but I just feel like when you come together, the energy that's formed right now is there's a lot of activations of shadow aspects, and there's a lot of like unconscious stuff that starts coming out with you two, and it's you're not seeing eye to eye right now, and it's not a time for you to see eye to eye. It's time for one of you to focus in on your career and other life goals that you have, and it's time for the other one to focus in on their confidence level and their confidence with manifesting and bringing things into the reality. So you two are just on very different paths right now, and you feel very connected because I do feel like your paths meet up again. You are the king and the queen, right? You are a balanced energy in that way. Although you're different elements, I feel like just for now, you're on different paths. For now, you have to break that bondage of the devil. You have to break that feeling that you need this person in order to move on. You need something in order to feel happy. You need something from them in order to feel happy. Or you need some sort of understanding of why this relationship is the way it is to feel happy. You have to break free from that. And that's where you will find happiness, is breaking free from that. Again, this is not coming out as one of you being in your lower element. So this has nothing to do with, this is just not a good person for you, whatever. This has everything to do with you two are on your own paths to your own creations, you're your own royalty, right? You have your own destinies. And I do feel they will cross again, but for now you have your own focuses. And again, you'll have to decide which one you are and which one you're being called to. Are you the one that needs to focus in on your career and needs to focus in on your growth and where you're going with your life and your other pursuits and your intellectual expansion and all of that? Or are you somebody that needs to focus in on your manifestation skills and your confidence and your leadership abilities. Because you're just being called in different directions right now. You're not being called to focus in on this relationship. So maybe for some, this is the blessing that we're talking about, is getting this information. But I do think that there's more to it. I do think you're gonna, maybe you'll receive a text or a call or something that kind of, solidifies what I'm saying here. Especially if you're dealing with a Queen of Swords and they disappeared, because sometimes that air energy will do that. They'll just ghost. Not saying the fire won't either. Fire will do it too. So it could be either or. But you're dealing with that energy and they disappeared. They could be coming back around to kind of explain, like, you know what, I just feel like I got to focus on myself and I didn't know how to handle it. Because it is, both of you are feeling that devil energy. Both of you are feeling that strong magnetic pull towards one another. It's magnetism with the devil. You feel like you have to be together. But you are meant to meet. You are meant to activate each other, but you are meant now to part and to focus in on your own paths. And if it is meant for you in particular to come back together, then you will. But otherwise, if you don't, you won't remember this soon enough. You won't remember them. You'll remember them, but not in the same type of passion and confusion and hurt that you feel now. Okay? So let's continue. What blessing is coming in? Okay, yep. Sagittarius. So expansion. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is about expansion, higher levels of consciousness. It is all about taking your perception of something that's happening and pulling it all the way up. And I feel like you are being given a gift of that in some shape or form. It's really expanding your perception. And this is releasing you from a lot of pain, a lot of difficult emotions, a lot of feeling like, it's just that Queen of Cups energy reverse is awful. I just experienced it the other day. You get into such a victim mindset. Everything is not fair. Everything is everybody else's fault. You are the victim. There's no control that you have, and you just have to ride out life, and the universe and God and everybody hates you, and this is how shit is. Girl, no. But when you're in that mindset, all that shit is real, and you have so much thoughts that sit there and validate everything that you're saying to yourself. So it's pulling you out of that, plucking you out of that and pulling it all the way up so you can see the opportunities that exist within it. Okay, what else? And again, I do feel like some of you, this could be communication coming in that helps you let go, closure. But closure doesn't happen for everybody, and closure isn't really real. You can have closure without the person giving it to you. So if this is all you get, then please take it and take every morsel of it and use it to expand, because you don't need to be stuck in that Queen of Cups reversed. Yes. Oh my gosh. So the other thing that it's going to expand is going to expand your potential for your love life and what you will attract in. Now, I will say, if you really resonate with the Queen of Swords does indicate single people. And generally, if that is something you feel like you're being called to embody, then you are likely signing up to, be single for some time. Not like a super long time, but for some time, as you strengthen your relationship with yourself. And as you also, what the Queen of Swords is doing is really finalizing what she wants in a partner, recognizing everything that she wants in a partner and making sure she does not settle for anything less, because you join the Queen of Swords in her life. She's very Eartha Kitt energy. If you've ever seen that clip of her, you are coming into her life and you're joining it. She's not going to adjust herself or her life, her way of doing things to accommodate you. Like, you are an addition. You are not the full picture. Okay? So if that's how you feel, if you really feel like you're more in that Queen of Swords energy, then love life, doors aren't necessarily opening for you in a literal way when you're meeting new people, but you are expanding your consciousness and expanding on your understanding of what type of relationship you can have. And maybe you've been shooting, you're going to realize, man, that really was like, what was I going after them for? Why was I all obsessed about them for? That wasn't it. That's not what I want. Right? And then you're getting that freedom from that devil energy of being connected to them. Others of you, though, if you feel like you're embodying the King of Wands, however, then you, I feel like walking away from this connection are opening the door for a new relationship to come in, and to come in pretty quickly. Okay. Let's see what else. We have New Moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. And we also have a new moon, a new start is coming. So yep, new start is coming for both options here. Meditate and contemplate. Both options do need to reflect on the lessons that you're learning as you're learning them, because you are, if you're either on the King of Wands side, you're preparing yourself for a new potential relationship upcoming very soon. You need to make sure that you are mentally in alignment with what you want to bring in, that you are recognizing what you're worth bringing in, that you aren't, oh, well, everybody acts this way, so probably it's gonna be another shitty connection or whatever. Like, you aren't doing that kind of shit where you're immediately snuffing out the wishes that you want by a counter wish or a counter fear, I guess I should say, not a counter wish, but a counter fear of that wish. So focusing in on that, and by calming down your mind so you can really be aware of what you're thinking, meditation helps with that. Otherwise, thoughts tend to just run and you're not even aware. But meditation will help you be able to be more connected with the running thoughts and be able to, nope, we're not going to do that one. Nope, we're canceling that one. And then we have a new moon. Like I said, a new start is coming, either direction that you feel like you're being called to. A new start is coming. A new start is coming. A new start. Sorry, I think that's, what is that? Oh my gosh. Arrested Development, right? Wasn't that like the license plate, but it looked like something else? I don't remember. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed the reading, please make sure you like and comment on it. That helps me grow. That helps the channel grow. It helps the message get out to people that may be looking at just like you were. And it's how we get the algorithm to work sometimes, okay? So, and the algorithm is not my friend, y'all. I'm telling you. I have people come to me all the time. Why don't you have more subscribers? All of my subscribers are 1,000% organic, and they somehow find me underneath the bushes and barrels of other channels, the ones coming from YouTube. So shout out, check on in if you found me on YouTube, not through other social media, because man, YouTube does not like to promote me at all. I don't know why, but if you guys comment and like, that does help. Also, it helps other people find me, and that's what's really the important thing. Other people finding me that need this message, that this message is for. And if you like it a lot and you want to connect with me, go ahead and head over to my website. You can book a personal reading. witchybabeshop.com is the website. I also have my Patreon, which I have on my BFF tier. You can get a personal one-on-one live session with me once a month for 30 minutes, and it's way discounted than my normal price. So if you're looking out for something like that, definitely check out my Patreon. Plus, my Patreon has a lot of other cool stuff. Even if you don't want to do that tier, there's a lot of other tiers, and you can check out which one works for you. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time.